Welcome, everyone. Glad to have you with us for this NBA Cup action. We'll watch the Boston Celtics in this one. And how about we check the numbers for MP?
And his effective field goal percentage isn't in the best place right now. Over the last 5 games, he hasn't had much shot discipline. He'll be looking to play a lot smarter today.
A look at the opening lineup for Washington. Alexander Sarr out there with Derek Lively. Then there's Johnson, and it's McKinney in at the point. And for Boston, at the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Murray out there with Derek White. And it's MP in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. When it comes to this time of the season, Grant, what are teams most focused on?
Well, B.A., it's getting the defense in order. That's a priority. An offensive system can take some time to perfect, but a team has to sort out its defensive identity early.
And one of the ongoing storylines for MP this season, he's made it known that he is extremely focused on making a statement with his offense.
And you have to appreciate MP's determination to put because that helps keep him accountable. When you say it out loud these days, everyone hears it, so you have to live up to it.
Here's Lively. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's MP. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot, so he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Derek Lively.
MP showing he's a force near the hoop.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Yeah, free throws were an issue for him in their last contest. He just couldn't find the mark.
And Washington with possession. It's a three-point game. To the middle. Here's Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Kicks it out to MP from behind the arc. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Nguyen's got 8.
You can bet MP will make a lot of those over his career.
McKinney pass to Lively. And here's Johnson. Back to Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Nice ball movement by Boston. Murray finds MP. Here's White. Screen by MP. To the inside. Up top, Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Boston needs to get off a shot here. And again, Boston with the triple.
White knows he has the green light to fire from deep. Great looking 3-ball there.
Well, Stan, Joe Mazzulla is a young head coach taking over on the Celtics bench in 2022.
Well, B.A., he's got a rare intensity about him. Certainly not afraid to think outside the box, and obviously the results speak for themselves.
To the paint. Here's Lively. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Give him 8.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
Here's Murray, and Boston again with the bucket.
Yeah, over the years, Murray has worked to make himself a 3-level scorer.
McKinney, pass to Lively. And here's Johnson. He's guarded by White. Johnson against White. The shot by Johnson, no good. Boston leading by 5. MP outside, launches it. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, MP was ready to shoot, so they got him the ball. It's that simple.
Here's McKinney, defended by Murray. Lively with a screen on White. Johnson passes to Lively. Now here's Sarr. Outside Johnson. Pass to McKinney. Now Johnson fires from deep. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Outside Murray. Fires the three. Rebound Washington. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
And that game was all about the depth they have on this roster. Their role players stepped up when they needed it most.
Yeah, and they got contributions from everyone in that game. The whole rotation got involved in the scoring.
And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession. And it's Washington with the ball. Trailing by 5. 2 on the clock from deep three-point land.
Well, Murray's got great size for his position. It gives him a big advantage at the defensive end.
And MP throws it down hard.
Okay, young man. We see you, MP. We know you for real.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. McKinney, pass to Sarr. Here's McKinney. Now here's Johnson. He's guarded by White. Here's Riley. Misses the three. Boston leading by 7. White, the pass to MP. An absolute bomb from three-point range. MP's got 16 points.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Pass to Lively. Here's Johnson. He had 16 in the win against Detroit.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
MP with it. Now Sarr defending. Oh, got that one up quick. Wynn's got 19 points.
Well, tonight has been the MP show. And, guys, they have to keep it simple. Just keep feeding MP the ball and keep seeing him add to that point total.
Lively. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though?
Wynn, no good. Wizards trail by 11. Throws it up high. It's stolen by Tatum. MP inside. Sarr on him. Pass to Brown. And here's Tatum. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Well, Grant, when it comes to exciting young guards who can really fill it up, Trey Johnson's name has to come to mind.
Yeah, no question about it, B.A. This kid can score in a variety of ways, and his confidence is what makes him so dangerous in this department.
For 3, the putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, even though they're struggling, his solo efforts on offense have really been something.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. So both teams making some changes here. Celtics lead by 9. Pass to MP. On the wing, Hauser. George defending. Nice ball movement by Boston. MP, a screen on Johnson. Ellis passes to MP. Counted from distance. MP's got 22 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Johnson on the wing. He's guarded by Ellis. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Boston?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
Pass to Lively. Now here's Johnson. And it's MP with a rebound. Nguyen's got 5 rebounds in the game. He drives in.
Punching it in on the drive. MP doesn't mess around when he's got a lane to the rim.
Wizards trail by 13. Outside Carrington. Lively finds Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Sarr. Here's Carrington. And again, Washington, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here is Sears. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Celtics lead by 16.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
On the wing, Hauser. Screen by MP. Hauser passes to Nguyen. Puts the move on. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The Celtics second, Washington third.
Get ready. These are two teams who have been flying down the court of late. Should be fun to watch.
Marshall, he's checked in for Washington. Rivers comes in for Johnson. He hits the second from the line.
One of those guys who came into the league with great expectations. MP has met those and then some.
MP with the block. And he gets it back. And he recovers it. Pass to Carrington. Here's Rivers. Outside Carrington. Washington needs to get off a shot. George for three. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Austin on offense. They're on a 19-7 run. Screen by MP. Puts up a three. Oh, he is cooking right now. 10 for 11 from the field.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
And so it's MP making things happen for Boston. An insane quarter. No one could stop him. Back after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
They've got Jaylen Brown. MP is out there with DeJounte Murray, and it's Sears in at the one. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said, JB always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Back to you, Brian.
A dangerous duo. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Murray finds MP. Here is Sears. And he lobs it up. Oh, got a piece of it. George with a steal. Here's Carrington. Off target from outside.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Hamilton with the bucket. And the Celtics lead by 20.
Already showing some solid skills as a passer. That'll really serve MP well in the long run of his career.
Now here's George. Not a lot of room. And Hamilton pulls it down.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
MP outside. Outside Murray. Back to MP. Got a piece of it. Here's James. Marshall passes to Sarr. The three is up. Washington again can't hit.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
And there it is for him. Hamilton's got 4 points in the quarter.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Boston leading by 20. MP high post. Sarr on him. Pass to Hamilton. Back to MP. Nice ball movement by Boston. Stolen by Sarr. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. James passes to George. Outside Carrington. Here's Sarr. Free throw line jumper. Drained it for 2 points. Sarr's got 8 points.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going. His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
And finished off by Sarr.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
MP with it. Picked up by James. Murray from outside. Pass to Hamilton. Over George. Shot by Hamilton, no good.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Here's Carrington. Here's Sarr. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Both teams deciding to change it up. And let's take this chance to call out our Eastern Conference Player of the Week, MP.
The moment this guy steps on the hardwood, you know what time it is. Offense, defense, transition, it doesn't matter where the game goes. He's going to be the one dominating things. That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant. This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Outside Tatum. Back to MP. Tatum finds MP. And here's Murray. Here's Nguyen. Covered by Lively. Outside Murray. Takes the three. Rebound Washington. Lively's got 4 rebounds now. Sarr with it. Now guarded by MP. Pass to McKinney. And when a team is able to play different ways with lineup versatility, how valuable is that to you as a coach?
Well, look, D.A., the best teams simply have to be able to win in different ways. They've got to be able to win with their offense, win with their defense. They've got to be able to win in an up-tempo game. They've got to be able to win in a grinded-out half-court game. If you've only got one way you can win, the best opponents will be able to take that away. Versatility is a must.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's Lively. Tatum pulls it in.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
MP inside. Covered by Lively. MP, the pass to Tatum. Lets it go. Goes back up. And MP with a layup. Nguyen's got 41.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Pass to Lively. Can they get it? And he sinks the layup.
I mean, he's doing all he can. He needs help out there.
Celtics lead by 23. Takes one from 10 feet. Rebound Boston. MP's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. They get it again. And the basket by Clark.
And I love how they're working much harder on the glass this quarter and drumming up more second chance opportunities.
White against Johnson. Pass to Riley. Washington moving the ball around. Lively against Clark. From deep, Sarr. MP with the block.
Great effort from MP. We don't see that a ton from players his age.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Sohan comes in for Clark. And Ellis is subbed in for DeJounte Murray. Snatched up. Johnson banked it in off the glass. Johnson's got 10.
Well, that's a great effort. Unwilling to let that possession die.
Pass to Tatum. Now MP. Covered by Lively. The kick to Tatum. Three-pointer. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Well, you can't be undisciplined guarding Sochan because he sometimes baits you into fouling him.
The Celtics making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. And he makes all 3.
They're not leaving any points at the free throw line this quarter. That's the best way to protect the lead.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against San Antonio played some superb basketball. He had 57 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's Ellis. And the 3 off target. Washington's gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. And so MP will bring it up for the Celtics. They went to Washington for their last meeting with the Wizards, came out with a victory.
They flat out dominated the last time these teams squared off, particularly on the glass.
Yeah, but they can expect a whole lot more resistance this time around. No team likes to lose a rebounding battle.
It's stolen by Lively. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Outside Johnson. The shot misses. Good work defensively by White. And Keon Ellis gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game. So it's the Boston Celtics. They're feeling great. A 21-point lead. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. More 2K action in just a moment.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first-half performance it's been for the Boston Celtics.
I couldn't tell the difference between their second unit and the first. That's how top to bottom together they've been, man.
Yeah, the others are shining like stars. Bench points have put this team over the top tonight.
Taking a closer look at the first-half matchups, these two guys have led the way for their teams.
MP has been causing problems as usual. He's a guy who won't make it easy on you, offensively or defensively.
You have to try to match his physicality, or, as we saw in the first half, he'll walk all over you.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
Second half underway. Here's who Willie Green's got on the floor. They've got Johnson. Derek Lively is out there with Alexander Sarr. And it's McKinney in at the 1.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Boston leading by 22. Pass to Brown. MP inside. Lively's there. There's Tatum with the 3. And the Celtics another 3.
And Tatum takes a lot of threes. And you see why, given he has this kind of accuracy.
Stan, one thing about Jaylen Brown, he seems so composed out there.
Yeah, B.A., he's very calm. Doesn't waste energy. You love a player who's this focused and calculated.
Clock at 6. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
The rebound by Nguyen. Nguyen's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Pass to White. Screen by MP. Now Tatum. Back to MP. There's the three. And again, Boston with the triple.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
It's good.
Look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
Their first miss after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
Pass to Riley. From deep, Sarr. The rebound by Murray. The Celtics have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. MP finds Tatum. The baseline J is on the way, and Boston again with the bucket.
Well, you know, there's still some value in the mid-range jumper, especially when it's Jason Tatum taking the shot.
Inside, it's tipped. Lively, and a slam dunk by Lively.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Tatum passes to Nguyen. Shoots over Lively. Another one falls for Boston.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Here's McKinney, defended by Murray. Here's Johnson. Boston with a rebound. That kicks off a 5-game road trip for the club. Here's Nguyen. The kick to Tatum. 4-3. Lively grabs the miss. Lively's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Sarr passes to McKinney. Outside Johnson. Back to Lively. Here's Riley. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
Outside, Brown. Lively against MP. There's Tatum with the 3. Here's Nguyen. Deflected. Here's McKinney. And his scoring average impressive, putting up 17 a game. Now Lively. Down low. Oh, deflected. Washington moving the ball around. And Boston pushing it up now. And finished off by Tatum.
I'll tell you, with those long strides, Tatum gets up court in a hurry.
Washington has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Outside Johnson. Lively passes to Johnson. Now here's Lively. 6 to shoot. Second chance shot. Oh, MP with a block.
Oh, that is a big-time block. MP saying no, no.
Now a timeout called by Washington. Boston making a switch here. Here's a look at the current NBA Cup standings for you. Right in the middle of group play.
Yeah, and at this juncture,
and so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And how about that performance in the NBA Cup? 4-0 in the group phase. They advance to the quarterfinals.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with MP, the star tonight who broke the 30-point mark in the win. How did you balance knowing when to get your teammates going versus when it's time to look for your own shot?
It's not rocket science, JQ. If the ball goes in, you keep shooting. If it doesn't, you stop shooting.
Simple as that?
Yeah, simple as that.
Okay, MP, keep it simple.
Hey, appreciate it.
Thank you. Brian, back to you.
All right, thanks, Jennifer.
Not really, no.
say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Moments away, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the Boston. Celtics here in a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Jason Tatum.
And you can never fully predict these long-term trends, but it's apparent that the production has been on the decline here a bit. That doesn't mean it will stay that way. And look, so many ways he can impact the team as well. Not always just about the scoring.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. We've got Malowacz. Harris is out there with Peyton Watson. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Rupert in at the shooting guard. And for the Celtics, we've got Derek White. MP out there with Tatum. And it's Gonzalez in at the small forward. Well, Greg, I hope you're ready. We're going to be cranking our heads back and forth, watching these teams race up and down the floor all game long.
And this is the definition of an exciting matchup. Don't be shocked if the 24-second clock doesn't come into play. They like to keep the pace fast.
And we've been seeing MP putting a lot of effort into his offense. He's made it his mission to be the guy who carries the bulk of their scoring duty.
And he's been producing. Maybe he hasn't been spectacular, but he has been effective. And I wouldn't be surprised to see him take it up a notch or two over the next few games.
MP, good. And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor. And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Celtics passing it around. On the wing, MP. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. Tonight, his team has a huge assignment, containing all-star guard Devin Booker. He told me Devin is as good as it gets at the two. He's always applying pressure. His shooting is great, but we don't talk about Book's ball handling enough. He is lethal in that regard as well. Kevin?
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Here's Gonzalez.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Malowacz, and the rejection by MP. Pass to Sear. MP kicks to White. Fires the three. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. And he has been on another level this past month, getting Eastern Conference Player of the Month. MP.
Well, you just look at the scoring he's provided and the numbers he has put up, and it's a no-brainer. Rarely does someone carry an offense this much and not walk away with some form of hardware for their efforts.
Harris misses. The Celtics with the lead. And the dunk by Tatum.
I love that Jason Tatum not settling for a jumper. He goes to the rim with authority.
Phoenix has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game.
And they answer right back with as much force as possible.
This is a heavyweight battle, isn't it? Both teams trading punches. And Boston certainly has some of the most knowledgeable sports fans, Doris, in the country.
Kevin, not only knowledgeable, but passionate. And when you think over the 4 major sports in the city and the tradition of success, it is no wonder they are so committed.
Here is Watson. No scoring in this one. Booker. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Boy, just tremendous focus from Devin Booker. On the interior, it matters not if he's facing size. Look out.
And so it's Boston with it. 3-point lead. They went to Phoenix for their last meeting with the Suns and came out with a win.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
I think they took tremendous satisfaction from that performance and ended up winning going away. So is it something they'll look to repeat tonight?
Gonzalez passes the win and stolen by Watson. To the middle. Rebound Boston. MP outside. MP with a screen on Booker. Back to MP. Nailed from three-point land. Wins got 9. Suns trail by 4. Harris kicks to Booker. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Celtics?
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
And the rejection by MP. Down low. White, wide open. He fires. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 3 assists in the game. Watson the screen. A nice shot by Booker.
Someone who utilizes that mid-range part of the floor to extreme efficiency, Devin Booker.
MP dishes to Tatum. MP left side. Back to Tatum. And stolen by Booker. To the paint. Here's Malowacz. And the rejection by MP.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
A three-pointer is right on target. 12 points for him.
By the time this young man is done, MP could be one of the great scorers we've ever seen.
And here's Booker. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Golden State. Harris's shot is good.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Win the pass to White. Back to MP. 6 on the shot clock. The Celtics working the ball around now. Tatum's shot is off. And so it's Watson who will bring it up for Phoenix. They trail by 6. Here's Booker. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Here's a look at the teams that have been dominant offensively over the course of the past month. Number 1, the Celtics.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Both teams deciding to change it up. Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any 2-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, we've seen some teams, Greg, stumble out of the gate to begin this season, still trying to find their footing, getting some traction.
And when you're not meeting expectations, the pressure ramps up. But as a team, you can't let it get to you, especially with time to turn things around.
Guys, I don't see how you can't be excited about the future for MP. This guy's got a great head on his shoulders. His first focus is winning, and you don't see that often from a young man this age.
Suns trail by 9. On the wing, Booker. He has 7. Pass to Malawach. And the rejection by MP. And the ball goes out of bounds. Pass touched by MP. On defense, Boston. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
This guy has been a key to their success tonight. He's been selective and efficient.
Booker looking around. And there's Miller. Good that time on the assist by Booker.
You can always count on D-Book to make the right reads when he's in pick-and-roll action. He's so smart.
MP finds Hauser. And yes, it's good. And the Celtics lead by 9.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And the rejection by MP. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Andy LaForce courtside. Allen.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Toronto got the job done. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and it's the most physical he's been on the glass this season. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that wave tonight, guys.
Allie, we appreciate the update. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Malawach, no good. Celtics leading by 9. Here's MP. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Ellis, the pass to MP. And the dunk by MP.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Miller sets a screen for Jones. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Boston Celtics. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Celtics here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
We've got Tatum. Keon Ellis is out there with MP. And it's Robinson Earl in at the 4 slot. That's the Boston 5. 3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
Guys, for me, something you have to admire about MP is the tenacity he plays with. Every single moment he's on the floor, he's giving you his best effort.
Here's the screen. Jones, no luck.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Tatum against Miller. Kicks it out to Jones. Shot clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. Rebound Boston. MP's got his 5th rebound in this one. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Dunleavy. Miller outside. Covered by MP. Pass to Jones. Again, the miss by Jones. Boston leading by 14. MP outside. And the shot goes in. Wynn's got 26.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Teron Lue wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. We've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen. And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Back to Watson. And Watson slams it in.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Back to MP. And Watson slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. 19-point game. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Harris, right side. Pass to Malowacz. And a miss there on the triple.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
This guy has been in attack mode this quarter. The defense might want to intercede here.
Harris a screen on Ellis. Shoots from 12. Wynn grabs the board. Celtics leading by 21. And they double up MP. Ellis dishes to MP. Nice ball movement by Boston. 6 to shoot. Boston needs to get off a shot. Here's Hauser. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Hauser's got his second basket.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Ellis against Booker. From about 16. And so it's MP making things happen for the Celtics. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hey, folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the Boston Celtics. And this is totally off topic, but how did you guys feel about games on back-to-back nights?
I didn't mind back-to-back games, but what I really like were back-to-back titles.
Yeah, I know a little something about that too, Shaq. I know it's pretty sweet.
Well, it sure is nice to see you guys agreeing about something for a change. And switching gears now to that first half. Big hill to climb for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, these guys can't hit the threes. Pretty hard to win like that these days.
Maybe they went to the Dr. O'Neil School of Shooting.
Big talk for somebody who averaged 11.9999, a.k.a. 12 points a game.
That's over a long time of years, though.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable, an intimidating force when he's at his best.
And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. They've got Harris. He's out there with Peyton Watson. Devin Booker out there with Malowacz. And it's Rupert in at the 2.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And a guy who has a quick release and has distance to his shots. Derek White converts his chances.
You know what, Kev? There's so many things to love about Derek White. He's arguably the greatest shot-blocking guard in the league. He has a knack for making big shots, and the thing that maybe is most impressive is he gets past grenades at the end of a shot clock and has the temperament to stand in and deliver.
Gonzalez passes the win. That's tipped. A little over a minute gone here in the second half.
Instinctual playmaker. Booker very crafty in distributing to his teammates.
Boston leading by 19 points. Poked away. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Wow. Jason Tatum talked about his development since coming into the league, and he said earlier, I was playing the game just to play the game instead of thinking it. It's tough when you're younger. You just want everything to happen so fast, but it doesn't work like that. Kevin, back to you.
He has come a long way. Okay, thank you, Allen. They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
And I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
Suns trail by 16. Here's Wynn, and MP throws it down.
You have loved the attitude of MP tonight. He's looked for his shot from the opening tip, and he's been so involved.
Pass to Malowacz. Here's Rupert. Now, here's Watson. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. It's deflected. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Malowacz. It's good, and Watson picking up the assists. Watson's got 5 assists tonight.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. For Phoenix, they have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
You love that Devin Booker now has experienced postseason success because there were some who questioned his greatness. Now that conversation is over.
There's the pick. Pass to Malowacz. And that one drops for him. Malowacz has got 19 points.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
And here's MP for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the Celtics lead by 17. Harris a screen on White. Pass to Harris. Booker outside. Here's Malowacz. Covered by MP. The Suns need to get a shot off. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. MP deciding where to go with it. Buries the long-range jumper. Wynn's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Well, The ability to spread the floor is such a valuable skill in the league. And MP, yes, sir.
11 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Booker outside. Shot to stop the run. And so it's Boston, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their work from beyond the arc has been to highlight a lot of threes, finding the... And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Clark is out there with MP. Then it's White. Then it's Jeremy Sohan. And it's Sears in at the point guard. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
Just great positioning by MP there, making his presence felt with the rejection.
And stolen by Miller. And he banks in the layup.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Suns trail by 12. Outside, Jones. Three-pointer. Rebound, Boston. MP's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
This young kid's got some ups. MP throwing it down.
Jones with it. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And another one that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
To the inside. Wynn grabs the board. MP's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. The Celtics working the ball around now. Clark, the pass to MP. Got it. Good job in the low post. MP's got 53.
Defense has to know this. MP, if he gets space inside, he will finish.
Miller with a screen on White. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
They grabbed their own miss. Miller finds Booker. Lock at 6. They need this. And the rejection by MP.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And again, it's the Suns missing. And so MP will bring it up for the Celtics. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Drops in the tray.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Miller, the pass to Jackson. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And the basket by Jackson.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Pass to Sears. MP kicks to Tatum. Puts up a deep three. Offensive rebound. Outside Gonzalez. Tatum dishes to MP. Now White. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Inside. It's stolen by White. Tatum passes to MP. And the rejection by Jackson. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Now Booker. Pass to Rupert. And just the way pilots use VR to train, now NBA officials can do the same.
Yeah, it's all about reps, right? Getting them with a headset in a lower stress setting helps prepare them to make the right call when the lights are brightest.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Booker finds Watson. Pass to Harris. 5 on the clock. Here's Malowacz. It's stolen by White. And White with the stuff.
That's what you call speed, being the difference in transition. Off the steal, Derek White, so heads up.
To the middle, and stolen by White. Gonzalez passes to Tatum. Booker outside. Fader on the way. Basket counts. Booker's got 20 points.
Sharpshooter from anywhere on the floor. Booker's release and form, it's so mechanically sound.
It's blocked. Here's Rupert. Down low. Here's Malowacz.
Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
Now, here's MP. Guarded close. Nice ball movement by Boston. 6 to shoot. Outside Gonzalez. And he does not hit.
You know, things haven't clicked for him offensively, but other guys around him, give them credit. They're filling in the gaps.
Harris against Tatum. Here's Rupert. White covering. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. MP up top. And so the Suns with another turnover. Now here's Booker. Tight defense on him. They set the screen. That free throw good from Malowacz. He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. White outside. Now MP for 3.
Well, you love to see the intensity from MP. Doesn't let the physical defense impede him in any way.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. And he nails the third. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. It's an 18-point game. Here's Rupert. Outside Booker. Shot clock at 6. Booker draws the double. Got it to go.
Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
Celtics leading by 16. Now MP. Fires from 14. That one goes in.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Celtics.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
Boy, his defense is what stood out to me. There was a no-fly zone.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but we have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
30-plus points usually means you had a good night. Wins do, too. This is your job, MP, and it's hard work, but does it feel like hard work on nights like tonight?
Man, it is hard work. You got the best players on earth testing you on both sides of the court. And 20,000 fans ready to let you know when you fail. Doesn't mean it's not fun. I love putting in the hard work, Dominic. You should know that. How long you been following me?
Since the beginning.
You got a front row seat to the greatest show on earth.
Wouldn't miss it for the world. Thanks for talking with us, MP.
Hey, just keep watching.
Back to you, Kevin.
Good stuff, Dominic. Thank you.
focus stat to the email blast. For education or focus? Like, I mean, what's the idea here? We already have a bunch of emails. Please, no more weekly emails.
Listen, I agree,
I'll
but
go
I
over
feel
it
like
again.
there's some advanced stats that our coaches may not know, so we can define, give an example.
So what'd you end up doing for dinner last night?
Oh,
2 eggs, scrambled,
get on the same
sausage,
page.
shredded cheese. You're describing
That'd be
breakfast.
great, I guess, but just do us a favor, all right? Just tag one of your other emails in so we can eliminate one or two chains as we send these.
Points plus 3 later. You have a sit down for every. I guess.
Hi, folks. Glad to have you with us here. You're watching the East quarterfinals of the NBA Cup. We're excited to bring it and taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Jason Tatum.
Well, his scoring has dipped over the last few seasons, and sometimes that can be cause for concern. But it doesn't always tell the full story. You have to consider his role, his usage, as well as the other ways he contributes to the team.
And a look at the starters for Charlotte. Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. And it's Walton in at the center position. And one of these teams tonight will be moving on to the NBA Cup semifinals on the Eastern Conference side. The other will be out.
And we've been looking forward to this for a while. It's when we get to see how much fun this tournament is. It's do or die time, and there are no second chances in the NBA Cup.
Here's Nguyen. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. The Hornets are led by head coach Charles Lee, who was a 2-time champion as an assistant clerk.
Yeah, that's exactly right, B.A. He won a title as an assistant coach with the Bucks in 2021, then another as the top assistant for the Celtics in 2024, and that's exactly why Lee was brought to Charlotte, to establish and build a winning culture. Well, I love MP's mindset. His approach to the game mentally is really impressive. I mean, guys always are chirping at him, but he maintains his composure and doesn't get rattled at all.
Shot clock at 5. Beyond the arc. And Hall gets it to go.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Goes up on the wing. Wins. Shot is good.
And Tatum knows how to find his guys in their spots now. A solid passer at his position.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. Coach told me, quote, our success defensively in this one hinges on how we guard LaMelo Ball. He continued, not only is Ball a 3-level scorer, he's a top-tier passer with excellent court vision. And we've got to do our best to make him uncomfortable out there. Back to you, Brian.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Nguyen passes to Tatum. MP, a screen on Stevenson. Leaner from distance. Here's Nguyen. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Here's Hall. What a tremendous game he played against Miami. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call. And here in the first half of December, a look at the most recent power rankings. Hey, some intriguing stories. Taking a look at the Pelicans, they're making moves up the standings, claiming that 4th spot.
Seeing where the Celtics are, they have really been superb so far this year. Still grasping that number 1 spot and looking determined to keep it during the second half of the season.
MP, the pass to Tatum. From deep, MP. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
You can bet MP will make a lot of those over his career.
To the paint. Here's Walton. MP with the block. Murray passes to Tatum. Here's MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
Back to ball. Pass to Walton. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
Tell you what, early in the game, these kinds of plays can really set the tone.
So it's the Hornets now, trailing by 4. With the crossover. Shot clock at 6. Here's Miller.
A quick defender like White, who's aggressive and strong, man, that's a nightmare for you if you're on offense.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And there's the lob.
Just gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Murray passes to the wing. The Hornets pull it in.
He took it up strong, but the defense was ready for it.
Back to Miller. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Here's Walton. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on MP. Charlotte shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. Celtics lead by 12. We've got Brandon Clark. He's out there with MP. And it's White in at shooting guard. That's the Boston 5. Here's Miller. Boston pulls it in. Nguyen's got 4 rebounds in the game. Looking at the young forward, Brandon Miller. Just how high is this kid's ceiling for him?
Yeah, I think he's got all-star potential. I mean, he's a multifaceted scorer, a really solid rebounder at the wing position, and a good passer. Just a good all-around player who I think is only going to get better and better as time goes on. You know, for Miller, to me, it's about playing to his strengths. When he does that, he's an effective player.
MP making the long-range connection.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Denton, good.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
From the arc. The rebound by MP. Nguyen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Gonzalez. Now White. From deep, MP. And it's Perkins with a rebound. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Ben. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me.
Treated the rim like it stole something from him.
Miller outside. Inside. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And they stop the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
People were worried that this would slow
The ruling on the floor stands.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge,
so it's DeJounte Murray making things happen for the Boston Celtics. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Boston Celtics.
You saw how they crashed the glass? That's Dr. O'Neill's School of Rebounding.
I did not know there was a class I'd enroll. Heck, who wouldn't want to take part in that? Now let's take a moment to recognize our players of the week. Keep an eye on these two. For the Western Conference, Nikola Jokic.
The talent of the Jokers being recognized. Big achievements for the big man from Serbia. He's one of those players that can win at any time.
Yeah, he's asked to do.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying. He's checked in for Boston. Here's who Charles Lee is starting in the second half. Hall and Miller at the 1 and the 2. And it's Walton in at the 4.
Yeah, this defense looks absolutely helpless trying to stop MP right now. He's having his way out there.
Here's Walton. To the inside. Here's Stevenson. Oh, MP with a block.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
MP with the block.
Oh, look at the feistiness from MP. Has no problem meeting him at the rim for the block. Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Stevenson with a screen on White. Here's Miller. And the jumper is on the mark. Miller's got 10.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Pass to Murray. MP scanning the floor. Intercepted. Here's Hall. 13 points in the game. The 3 from Ball. And they recover it. Here's Hall. And there's the screen. 5 to shoot. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Brooklyn put on a show. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and they were not ready for him to block shots left and right. His numbers from that game jumped off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Allie, we appreciate the update. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
He's hit a pair of threes each half, making a significant impact.
Murray against Ball. Pass to Miller. To the middle. Here's Stevenson. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Here's Miller. Second shot opportunity. Boston pulls it in. Nguyen's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now. They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Pass to Hall. To the paint. Here's Walton. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers. But some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side. So when they screen you, you get no help. Such a talented player. MP can take over a game, but he also knows how important it is to keep his teammates engaged.
Pass to Hall. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, he's leading the way, trying to get everybody else going now.
MP, the pass to Sohan. Over to the left wing. Nice ball movement by Boston. Back to MP. On the wing, Tatum. Boston needs to get off a shot here. Chalk up 2 there. 10 points for Jason Tatum.
You like the way Tatum can sliver around to get his shot.
Inside. Walton passes to Stevenson. Outside Tatum. Down low. Here's MP. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Miller outside. Here's Walton. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Here's Nguyen. Uses the glass on the layup. Nguyen's got 24.
You can certainly see the potential that MP has working inside the paint like that.
Ball with it. 6 points for him.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
And here's Ball doing damage on offense. He's averaging about 29.5 a game. Stevenson, the pass to Hall. Ball outside. Oh, MP with a block.
Yeah, a timely intervention by MP. He knew just when to attack the shot.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And while we have a moment, let's see some of the contenders for this year's three-point contest. Some of the players who have a shot to make the final cut.
Hey, not a bad list of shooters at all. And really, with how many threes we see in NBA games these days, some of these games that become three-point contests.
You look at MP, he occupies the top spot in voting. We'll very likely see him in the three-point shooting competition.
And he might already be the favorite. When he gets in a groove, he's automatic.
And this year's contest is really shaping up to be one to remember. Plenty of dead-eye shooters on that list so far.
And lots of guys have a three-point shot now. But this list is really the cream of the crop when it comes to putting up long-range bombs.
Pass to Hall. Offensive rebound. MP with the block.
Great job by MP tracking the ball and then sending it back.
McNeely for three. Knocks it down from distance. McNeely's got 10.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Pass and win. Three-pointer. And again, Boston with the triple.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment.
Here's Berger, covered by MP. Soft touch off the glass. Berenger's got his first basket.
I'd like to see them run more plays for him. Maybe something in motion to make it harder for the defense to deny the ball.
From deep, MP. He buries it from three.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Stolen by Miller. Now the Hornets moving it up. The finish! Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
Miller knows how to finish in these situations. Turned on the Jets in transition.
Back to Hauser. And he floats it in for the easy two. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Batten passes to Hall. 6 to shoot. The rebound by Nguyen. And so MP will bring it up for the Celtics. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Nguyen's got 35 in the game.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Here's Benton. That's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Boston with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Sam Hauser. Jeremiah Robinson-Earl is out there with MP. Then there's Keon Ellis. And it's Nicholson in at the 2. That's the Boston 5. The Celtics shooting 59% in this one. A good average. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Ellis. Screen by MP. And MP throws it down.
Excellent roll by MP after setting the screen. Got in and out of it quick. That's how you run the pick and roll.
Charlotte has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Stevenson. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
Your young guys can be so fearless. I mean, just look at MP battling there inside.
And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
Pass to Hauser. Back to MP. Let's go with a 3. Drains the triple. Wynn's got 40 points. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And their block numbers also stand out to me. Challenging shots at the rim has been a big part of their defensive success.
And you cannot leave anybody open on Ball's team because this guy is excellent at finding his teammates.
MP outside. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Baron Jay's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Patton. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Screen by MP. Here's Ellis. Here's Gwynn.
Yeah, free throws are so key in this league. It's good on MP figuring out how to get to the line. Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Man, you gotta love his mentality in the second half. Attack, 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 and get to the free throw line.
Here's Baron Jay. Hauser grabs the board.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
To the inside. MP shot is off. Charlotte has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Pass to Benton. Here's Baron Jay. All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting 5.
And, you know, I think I'll go with 2 of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008.
Count it.
Boy, I really like that aggressiveness from Ball, taking it right into the defense.
Here's MP. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Baron Jay's got rebound number 8 now.
Timeout.
Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Clark is checked in for MP. And the Hornets making a change here. Charlotte making a change here. Ball's checked in. The Hornets shooting 27% here in the fourth. Here's Hall. MP with the block.
Oh, man. MP met him at the summit.
Oh, MP throws it down.
MP, a showman for sure. He has truly arrived.
Here's Ball. There are usually one or two mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize a team, Grant?
You know, B.A., we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one, showing the rest of the Eastern Conference what kind of team they're going to be this year.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with MP, one of the stars of tonight's game. A strong scoring night for you, MP, reaching the 20-point threshold and a win for your team. That's a good night at the office.
It was all right. Win's always good, but I know I can play a lot better than that.
Ooh, how so?
I get buckets, Jennifer Quintana. You know this. 20 points, that's light work for me. But it's all good. Again, a win's a win. Next game, I know I'll drop 40 points.
Can't wait to see it, MP. Thank you.
Hey, maybe 60.
Over to you, B.A.
All right, Jennifer. Thank you.
It's warming up. Beautiful afternoon on the Strip. Nothing like Las Vegas, Nevada. Hi and good evening, everyone. We've got an NBA Cup semifinal for you tonight in the East. And a ton is on the line. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. And a look at the block shot number over the last few seasons for MP.
Well, you can't say enough about his energy and effort at the defensive end. He wears a lot of hats for this team, but still has enough in reserve to block shots at a high clip to the point where opponents now don't even want to go at him.
So here's Miami's starting group. The post tandem, Adebayo and Ware. Yaka Jonas is out there with Max Christie. And it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. And for Boston, dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. Derek White is out there with Murray. And it's Wynn in at the center position. Well, we've made it through 2 rounds of the NBA Cup. And the stakes? The stakes just keep rising.
Kevin, once you get to single elimination, there's no room for error. You have 2 Eastern Conference heavyweights going at it. I think this game could come down to the wire.
They set the pick. Yaka Jonas' shot is good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I spoke with Boston's head coach earlier. Coach brought up the challenges that Bam Adebayo poses on both ends. He told me offensively, Bam doesn't force much. He gets his points within the flow of the offense. He's a great finisher and facilitator. And defensively, he can guard anybody. He might be the most versatile defender in the league. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Christie the pass to Kuzma. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Six on the shot clock. Off target with his 3. Brown against Kuzma. The 3 from MP. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
MP letting it fly with no hesitation.
Miami's on 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Yaka Jonas. Kuzma outside. Christie the pass to Kuzma, and it's Adebayo in the corner. Shot clock at 5, and he comes up with the deuce.
Yeah, powering through the contact, something that Adebayo does so well.
Murray finds MP. Now here's Brown, the 3 ball, and Ware pulls it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And that one's on the defense right there. If you let Adebayo get this close, he will punch it on you.
You know, the Heat play in a glamour market, but Tim, Adebayo's game is all about substance.
Well, he has been the heart and soul of this team for a long time. A former mid-first-round pick, and he has turned himself into an all-star.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
On the wing, MP. He's defended by Ware. Here's MP. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And that's a veteran move from MP, using the pump fake to bait the defense.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the game. And both free throws good for MP. The Heat have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Here's Yaka Jonas. He's covered by Murray. Ware, and another basket for Miami. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Brown finds MP. There's the 3, and it's Murray. That time on the assist by MP.
Well, you have to have that skill in this league. Murray gets the ball and instantly takes the shot.
Kuzma passes to Adebayo. Over MP. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo. 6 points for Bam Adebayo. Here's Wynn, and another basket for Boston.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
White against Christie. And stolen by Tatum. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Brown wide open. He fires. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
It's so smooth when Brown is feeling it from deep. No hesitation.
Pass to Adebayo. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots. Celtics have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Here's Brown. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Plays it up and banks it in.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Murray, the pass to MP. White down low, defended by Christie. He was all alone on that one. Wynn's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Celtics.
MP showing you have to stay connected to him the moment he crosses half court. So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
Kuzma outside to the paint. Double team on Adebayo. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Wynn. And Ware pulls it down.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
Adebayo kicks to Kuzma. That one falls.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Grady Diggs checked in for Miami. Earl comes in for Max Christie. MP finds Hauser. And here's MP for 3. And no good. The Heat with the lead. Pass to Dick. And he uses the glass on the layup.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
A 3 from MP. It's hauled in by Hero. Miami's on 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. One heck of a crossover there.
Oh, nice ball movement. Hero's an underrated passer, makes great decisions.
Kicks it out to MP. Hauser the pass to MP. Screen by MP. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Here's Ware. Off target from 3-point range.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Hauser the pass to Wynn. The Celtics working the ball around now. Pass to Hauser.
Oh, man! What athletic ability from MP. Plenty of bounce in those legs.
I'd like to thank AT&T. For bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Outside, Adebayo. And the rejection by MP. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Pick off in midair. To the wing right side. Jonas. No good on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Dick. Got a piece of it. To the middle. And it's Ware in the corner. Knocks down the 3-ball. Ware's got 7 points in the game.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
Outside Gonzalez. Screen by MP. From deep. Jonas grabs the rebound. Miami leading by 6. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Dick wide open, and again, Miami with the triple.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on Shooter.
Last game for the Heat, they picked up the win against the Bulls. Back to MP. Pass to Sohan. Now Hauser. Inside. Here's Dick, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
And a deep 3 from MP. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Miami. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production. Welcome back to the NBA Cup semifinal. Second quarter action getting underway. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Miami.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
On the floor for Miami, they got Powell. Brady Dick is out there with Tyler Hero. Then there's Finley. And it's Clowney in at the center, locking down the middle. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Charlotte just played phenomenal. He ended up with 44 points, and they can count on him to protect the rim. He was an enforcer in that one. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Thanks, as always, Allie, for that great report. He was in attack mode all night. We saw that really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
Buscemi finds Hero. Dick in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's off the back rim, no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Well, you won't find many point guards with better physical tools, Tim, than DeJounte Murray.
Well, Kevin, he's 6'4" with a 6'10" wingspan. That makes him disruptive defensively, and he is more than capable on the other end.
And Miami making a change here. Bonus checked in. Stolen by Ellis. Brown with it. Now defended by Powell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
A fearless athlete. Jaylen Brown competes every single night on both sides of the ball. Something you want as a teammate.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With the Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Unbelievable move by MP.
Just stunning the defense and the crowd, for that matter. How artistic was that done by MP?
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
And stolen by Kuzma. Christie against Brown. Christie kicks to Kuzma. Outside, Hero. Heat moving the ball around. The shot by Yaka Jonas, no good. Celtics trail by 6. Here's MP.
Oh, nice!
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
Christie has the open look from outside, off the mark. The Celtics have gone 4 of 6 in the field here in the second. Here's Murray. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Now just a 2-point Miami lead.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Wren, he takes it in. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even. Wins got 28 points for the game. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for the Celtics.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition. Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Kuzma passes to Hero. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Round kicks to MP. It's White on the wing. Murray outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Brown. Here's MP. Oh, get up, MP.
Yeah, that's just youth right there. MP crashing the offensive glass.
The Heat trail by 3. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Tim, you know, you played it for so long. The intensity of competition can lead to some heated communication, even between those on the same team.
Well, Kevin, believe me, in the 10 years I played in the league, you often see that between teammates because you have highly competitive individuals who aren't always going to see eye to eye.
But don't you think that's good, though, that competitive tension that may exist within a team?
It creates an edge, Kevin, that you need to win in this league.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like. As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Down low, here's Ware, powered down with both hands.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And he nails the triple.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Pass to Christie. To the inside. Here's Kuzma over Clark. Kuzma can't get it to go.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Over in the corner, Hero. No good with the triple.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Win the pass to White. Back to MP. Outside for Murray. And here's Tatum for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 6 assists here tonight. Pass to Hero. To the middle. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Oh, great job moving the rock by Hero. Not a ball stopper. Tyler is a team player.
Bam Adebayo is checked in for the Heat. Last year marked the first All-Star appearance for Tyler Hero. Tim, he clearly is the pride in Milwaukee, one of the great high school players from that area.
Well, Kevin, he has finally put it all together and taken his game to the next level. Not just scoring, but also creating.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You just love the pressure MP puts on defenses. He is poised beyond his years.
Boston shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. Gonzalez, he's checked in for Clark. That one misses. And after playing most of his career at the center spot, Greg, do you like Bam Adebayo playing power forward?
Oh, it's great. At 6'9", I felt like he was always undersized at the pivot, making up for it with his strength and toughness, but he has the mobility and the skill to play the 4 without question.
MP sets the screen for Tatum. No good from outside. The Heat trail by 3. To the paint. Here's Here's Yaka Jonas. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, "The closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control, things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you." Kevin, back to you.
Staying dialed in. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
Pass to Christie. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Adebayo with a screen on Murray. 6 to shoot. Here's Ware. And the 3 ball is good. Ware's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
Pass to Gonzalez. And stolen by Christie. He lobs it up. Knocked away. And stolen by Murray. And here is MP. Here's Sears. Screen by MP. Now Murray. Just 5 to shoot. MP dishes to Tatum. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Boston. Pass to Kuzma. Inside, here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
That came out of nowhere. Adebayo with the highlight reel dunk.
The 3 from MP. Drills the three-pointer. MP's got 46 points.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
The Heat trail by 3. Down low. Here's Ware. And he takes the feed and stride. And slams it home.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. The 3 from MP. Yaka Jonas grabs the rebound. And Miami shooting it up around 45% from the field in the second quarter. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Ware, no good.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, and you know, for a guy like MP, it's really about earning a reputation early in your career and getting others to notice your game.
For Boston, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Here's Ware. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Ellis kicks to MP. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before it.
The previous play is under review.
He got that shot off in time.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replays here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that one.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Celtics out in front, up by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Greetings, Shaq Kenny and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our midseason Eastern Conference standings.
When I look at Miami, I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much as it pains me, I have to agree with Big Fella.
Moving right along now to the Miami Heat. They find themselves in a close contest at the half.
You know, this is like the most exciting basketball going on right now. At this point in the season, it's already got the reputation, man, and the cachet where you don't want to lose this game, especially when you're already in the semifinals. Next game, that's for all the marbles.
I'm not playing.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half.
And halftime is come and gone, and the second half of the NBA Cup semifinal is here. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
For most guys, that's a night's work. It shows you how dominant he's been to this point.
The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. MP out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Murray in at the point. That's the Boston 5. Pass to Christie. Inside. Here's Ware. It's hauled in by DeJounte Murray. Boston leading by 5. Launches it. And MP with the basket on the assist by Brown. Brown's got 5 assists tonight.
Yeah, that's a key 3 for MP. If he hits these at a high rate, he'll have a spot in this league for a long time.
Pass to Jonas. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Jonas has got 8 points. MP up top. And it's blocked. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Miami Heat. To the paint, over Murray. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from Adebayo.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Win the pass to Murray. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 4 assists in the game. Kuzma outside. And there's the drive. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jaylen Brown.
The stride gets Kuzma down the lane so quickly. Defense tries to adjust, but Kuz doesn't back off.
He hits the second from the line. So you can talk about the physical challenges, Tim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier, certainly, is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter till the middle of my NBA career.
Oh, my goodness.
In the mid-90s. We were still flying commercial till that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think also some of the things they've added for guys like massage therapists and acupuncturists and even personal chefs, all of that makes it a little bit easier for today's NBA player.
Now if we could do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there reclining fully right next to you.
Sinks the three-pointer. MP's got 58.
Well, he hit 4 threes in the first, and now he's drained 2 more here in the second quarter. Absolutely on fire from deep.
Out to Kuzma. Lock at 6. Another shot. Ware passes to Adebayo. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Adebayo's got 4 this quarter. Win, and good, he hits it again. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Kuzma kicks to Adebayo. From downtown, the shot by Jonas, no good.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
The Celtics working the ball around now. White finds Murray. Fires for 3. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the middle. And that one is hammered home.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Celtics leading by 5. MP looking around. Tatum passes to Wynn. Back to Tatum. Over Adebayo. Tatum's shot is off. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Yaka Jonas. It's good from long range. Yaka Jonas has got 11 points.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Back to MP. It's stolen by Adebayo. Pass to Yaka Jonas. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable of playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons, and his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
Heroes checked in for Yaka Jonas.
And what I love about MP, his work ethic. He's someone that wants to keep getting better and better.
Adebayo with a screen for Hero. To the inside and stolen by Hamilton. Murray kicks to MP. And good! There's another. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Kuzma outside. There's the screen. Here's the 3. Hands it from downtown. Kuzma's got 4 points this quarter.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
On the wing, MP. He's defended by Ware. Pass to Sears. Murray outside. Good, and the assist goes to MP. He's got 9.
Nice pass by MP, showing how unselfish he can be.
Back to Hero from outside the arc. Rebound Boston. MP's got rebound number 15 here tonight.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department. But that oftentimes is all it takes. That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Well, not all turnovers are created equal. Live ball turnovers lead to that.
Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year? He's been somebody they love having at the line.
And the Celtics making a change here. Ellis has checked in. At least checked in for Miami.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
MP converting the tough bucket.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Kuzma outside. Pass to Christie. Now, Hero. Down low. Here's Adebayo. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
And scoring is not always his primary responsibility, but this has been Adebayo's night, and they will take it.
Back to Gonzalez. Shoots over Kuzma. Gonzalez's shot is off. The Heat trailing. Left side, Hero. For the lead. And Kuzma with the basket on the assist by Christie. Kuzma's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And proving once again that he has the touch from beyond. Kuzma effective at cashing in there.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla. And Boston has possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Boston again missing.
definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
On the court for the Heat, Khalil Ware is out there with Finley. Then it's Grady Dick. Then there's Jokic Jonas. And it's Hero into the point.
And around the basket, Tyler Hero is a very creative finisher.
Brown dishes to MP. Outside, White. Back to MP. Pass to Brown. Shot clock at 6. Shoots the 3. Busted. No good that time either. Here's Wen. And it's Miami with the rebound. Over in the corner, Hero. To take the lead. And Boston with the rebound. MP's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. White finds MP. Yet another bucket.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
Fantastic slam by MP, proving how dangerous he can be inside.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Man, that's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
He is in attack mode every time up the floor, every single night.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Adebayo is checked in for Finley. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Dick. And it's Max Christie in for Tyler Hero. Nice ball movement by Boston. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Yeah, you gotta really do a better job on Tatum once he gets on the way up. Excellent at fighting his way through the defense there and still able to convert.
Pass to Kuzma. Here's Jokic Jonas. And here's Adebayo. He's covered by Brown. Ware. Miami no good on that time either.
After making 2 threes in the first half, the defense has really tightened up on him here, and he's yet to hit one in the second.
Tatum passes to MP. Out to White. Shoots it up. Miami grabs the miss. Ware's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Adebayo. Yes! And the foul. It goes on Jason Tatum.
And Adebayo is hard to knock off course because of that upper body strength.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Miami.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
Well, and how about the damage they've done attacking the basket? The defense has had no answers for how to slow them down in that area. I love the aggressiveness.
And it's Murray with the jam.
You better run with Murray in transition, or else he is going to run all over you.
Pass to Ware. Wynn grabs the board. MP's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Murray kicks to Tatum. Knocks it loose. MP finds White. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. And here's the upcoming schedule now for the Miami Heat. On Wednesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks. And then on Thursday, they're off to Washington to take on the Wizards.
And for that game against the Trailblazers, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Fires the 3. And they get it back. It's in there.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
On the free throw, no good. Boston's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And it's good.
That is a huge shot by Murray when his team needed it most. He just loves these moments.
Oh, the slam dunk. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Tatum outside. MP with a screen on Adebayo. Here's MP. Cleared away by Adebayo. It's tipped. Stolen by Tatum. And here we go. MP heading to the hoop. Now White. Now MP. Now here's Tatum. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. Now here's Kuzma. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. No good. This possession gives them a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, they don't want to let this one slip away.
Outside move. Now MP. Grabs the rebound again. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass. He might be young, but it's easy to see why they go to MP when they need a big-time bucket.
And so Miami again turning it over.
And that could be pivotal. You just can't afford to turn the ball over in those situations.
Their biggest lead of the game was 9. 1:04 left here in the fourth quarter. Brown gets a screen from the wing. A huge two-handed slam.
The nerves on this guy.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
Here's Adebayo. The response. Slamming it home.
Yeah, they need to get him the ball. Adebayo has a ton of big game experience.
Tatum outside. Now White. Tatum outside. Now MP. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wrestlers a 3. Knocks down the 3.
Well, controlling your heart. In big moments like this is something that coaches talk about, and this guy can do it.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. There was a sense of urgency. Coach said, quote, "We are right there, guys. Just stay together and trust one another. Let's take this one. Guys, let's see how that message resonates with the team."
Allie, thank you so much. And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And so they foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
And that could seal it at the line. He looked totally composed the entire time.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
You're definitely going to have to get a 3 here and then count on them to miss free throw.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Stepped up to the line, and he took care of his business and guaranteed the win.
Adebayo. The 3 doesn't go. So we see Boston get the win here. They've moved their way through the east side of the bracket and are headed for the final game of the NBA Cup.
Yeah, just one game. Winner takes all. You know they're going to be bringing that competitive.
MP, your team needed your scoring night to win, and you delivered, passing the 20-point mark on the way to victory. Was that the game plan coming in, or did you see something that led to an adjustment?
Whoa. That almost sounded like you didn't expect me to drop 20 tonight. I don't know if I appreciate that, Jennifer Quintana.
Oh, I'm just asking about the game plan, MP. No shade intended.
Right. Game plan's the same as every night. We play to our strengths, and my scoring is one of our strengths. I get buckets, we win. Simple formula, easy to replicate. I How about you look for it a little bit closer next time out?
Eyes peeled, MP. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Back to you, Kevin.
Jennifer, thank you.
He's not even closer.
A look at the Spring Mountains surrounding beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. Hello and welcome to the NBA Cup Championship. I'm Kevin Harlan. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. Murray out there with Derek White. And it's Wynn in at the 5 down low. And for San Antonio, De'Aaron Fox out there with Harper. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Dawkins. And it's Bryant in at the 3, the small forward. You can just feel the excitement in the air, can't you, Drake? What an event this is.
And Kevin, this has the feel of a massive playoff game. And to get that this early in the NBA calendar, I think it's awesome. It's why we love the NBA Cup tournament.
And here's MP for 3. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. I asked about an approach to Jason Tatum. Coach told me that Tatum is just about as good as anyone at countering plans. So he just asked his players to play to their strengths, saying if they need to make switches, that's almost a better option because the more looks we throw him, the less he can consistently play the same way. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Brown wide open, he fires. drains it from beyond the arc.
Once a weakness in Brown's arsenal, now he's a legitimate threat to burn you from deep.
Fox kicks to Bryant. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Bryant. And that one is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Wembanyama with it. Covered by MP. The shot by Dawkins is no good.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Murray finds MP. And here's Brown, defended by Bryant. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 from MP. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
The Celtics have been a title contender for years now. So, RJ, what do you attribute that to?
Well, their talent level has been off the charts. But something else you can point to is their defense. The Celtics have been an elite defensive team for over a decade.
Here's Fox. Following the basket by MP. Fox goes in. And Bryant kicks to Harper. Pass to Dawkins. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
San Antonio shooting their first free throws here tonight.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And both free throws good for Dawkins. Last game for the Spurs, they pick up the W against the Timberwolves.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And they backed it up with their play, got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offensive end.
And here is Fox, following the three-pointer by MP. Over Murray. And the shot falls short this time. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. The question for them right now, can they maintain this winning streak? They've notched 11 in a row.
Yeah, not very often you see a team that's got the juice flowing like these guys. They've got the right attitude, the right team-focused basketball to win against just about anyone. Going to be interesting to see who and how this stretch comes to an end.
Now Fox. After Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. Fox passes to Wembanyama. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Murray outside. A rebound by the Spurs. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnover.
This defensive game plan is easy, keeping it the same, making them change things.
Now here's Tatum. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Lets it go from deep. Here's Dawkins, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Dawkins has got 6 points.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work in the glass. You literally practice that every day.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
They'd run this all night if they could, setting up Wembanyama perfectly.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And the Spurs making a change here. Castle's checked in. Now here's Murray. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Miami.
And then there was his passing. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates, and they just couldn't figure out how to defend it.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Pass to Castle. Outside, White. Inside. And MP throws it down.
When MP is having a night like this, you just can't keep him from getting the ball. Now,
Wembanyama. Nice ball movement by Boston. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Vassell, he's checked in for Fox. And you compare a game like this to playoff-level intensity? I mean, how close is it?
Not much difference on the floor. I mean, these guys are going at it. I think the main difference is the crowd. Obviously, a bit more balanced in terms of rooting interest than we would see in the postseason.
Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And even with good coverage defensively, that he has confidence to drill the three.
Pass to Sears. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, MP.
And you just look at the point totals that he has posted up during that time frame. Just some unreal numbers. Hard to argue with him as the pick when he is just putting up huge stats on offense and carrying this team with his scoring ability.
Meeting you at the rim. Terrific positioning there by MP to come up with that block.
Looks like MP's been practicing those in his backyard growing up.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. Spurs trail by 11. Wembanyama outside to stop the run. Wynn grabs the board. Boston's gone 4-7 from three-point range so far in the first. Harper in the corner. Shades over Gonzalez. Harper's shot's good.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
MP against Wembanyama. Here's MP out to the right wing. To the middle and stolen by Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. Here's Dawkins. Vassell outside. Now Castle. Five to shoot. Here's Wembanyama. Covered by MP.
At well over 7 feet tall. Inside is easy money for Victor.
Boston leading by 7. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Miami got the job done. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? That night will be etched in people's memories. He was relentless. I'm curious to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Great stuff, Allie. We thank you. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
And the Celtics with possession here, following the bucket by the Spurs. Crown shot is good.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Pass to Dawkins. Castle on the wing. Rebound Boston. Wynn's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And the dunk by MP.
And MP is having himself a game, staying aggressive.
Spurs trail by 9. Vassell outside. Back to Harper. Dawkins kicks to Harper. Pass to Castle. Back to Harper. And the rejection by MP. To the paint. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
A generational talent. Wembanyama is a big man with guard skill set. He's as unique of a player we have ever seen.
Puts up a 3. He can't get that one. And so it's the Boston Celtics Holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. Right back after this break. Welcome back to 2K's coverage of the Cup Championship game. We're so glad you could join us. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Celtics.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition, and taking advantage.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight. Getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
On the court for the Celtics. Tatum out there with MP. Then there's Derek White. Then there's Sam Hauser. In at Sears. In at the 1 spot. Wembanyama with it. Covered by MP. Wembanyama left side over MP. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against the Heat. It's stolen by Gobert.
He's so quick. The only chance you have against Fox is to give him tons of space.
De'Aaron Fox, RJ, isn't the only member of his family that can shoot the ball. His wife's pretty good, too.
Oh, you're right about that. His wife played Division I basketball at 2 big-time schools. She was pretty good in her day, and De'Aaron wears number 4 to honor her.
Lions checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Celtics also with a sub. Murray's checked in.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
And here's Vassell from the arc. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They've led by as many as 11 points. And the foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Spurs trail by 8. And we're now about a minute and a half into the 2nd quarter. Pass to Gobert. Gobert with a screen on Murray. Back to Gobert. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And a 4-time defensive player. And so it's Victor Wembanyama. Making things happen for the Spurs. He put together quite a quarter. 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And we'll be right back after this.
Thanks for tonight is what we've been waiting for, man. This is really the biggest game thus far in the season. Fans are loving it. It's now really a new favorite time of year, guys. I'm telling you. And you know the best part of it, Ernie? It gets me excited for Thanksgiving.
Man, how quickly we go from hoops to food. I'm already getting excited about that big old fried turkey, some stuffing, some good gravy, mashed potatoes.
Oh, say more.
Make sure you thaw the turkey out first, Ernie.
Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
This is where you pile up wins and move up in the standings.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
You can feel the excitement. It's Las Vegas through and through. Thanks. He's checked in for the Celtics. Wembanyama's out there with Dawkins. Then it's Bryant. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Harper in at the 2 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Pass to Wembanyama. Just 5 to shoot. Releases. And Boston with the rebound. MP's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Good on the shot. Wynn's got 18 points.
A great sign for MP in his career. The ability to convert in traffic.
Outside Harper. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Murray against Fox. Over Murray. San Antonio again missing. Boston shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. White the pass to MP. And here is Tatum. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 4 assists in the game. San Antonio leading by 20. Fox dishes to Harper. In the corner, it's Bryant. Now, here's Harper. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Kicks it out to Bryant. Wembanyama, a screen on White. The second chance effort. The shot's good. Wembanyama has got 24.
For his size, Wembanyama can be so graceful, moving well off the screen just with ease.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk things through with them. Boston has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. And Wynn gets it to go.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
The kick out to Harper. Back to Fox. Out to the wing. 6 to shoot. Wembanyama, no good.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
To the inside, Wembanyama. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Wembanyama has got 4 points now in the quarter. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Back from outside. It's hauled in by MP. Wynn's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Outside Harper. Releases from 15. And another basket for San Antonio.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's Wembanyama. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got 3 assists tonight. Now Brown, 12 points for him. And here's MP for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. MP's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Boston. Inside. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
A big night for Wembanyama is a career night for most players.
Here's Dawkins. He's got 16. On the wing, Fox. White covering. Floats it up for Wembanyama. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop. Just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
And what a find by Brown, demonstrating a willingness to create for teammates.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, Coach. First talent evaluators first laid eyes on Victor Wembanyama when he was 15 years old, playing on a youth team in France. At that point, the franchise was enjoying its 22nd straight winning season, but the opportunity to just maybe draft a prospect like Wemby gave them the impetus to rebuild. Kevin?
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And a wide open look for MP. Good on the triple. MP's got 15 points in just the second half. Outside Bryant. Outside Fox. Wembanyama high post. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wemby doesn't even need to jump to throw it down. That's just crazy.
Back to MP. Out to White. The 3 from MP. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Fox, the bounce pass. Count that one. Wembanyama has got 12 now in this quarter.
Well, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And White with the stuff.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Here's Wembanyama. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Murray, the pass to MP. Now here's Tatum. Murray finds MP. Celtics passing it around. Shot clock at 6. Brown, the pass to MP. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 36 points for MP.
For his sake, I hope they can come back. You hate to see the performance he's having be wasted in a loss.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Stephon Castles checked in for the Spurs. Here is a list of the NBA's most adept passing teams this season. These are your assist leaders. Number 1, the Celtics.
The beauty of watching this team is seeing the ball move around the court. It doesn't stick. That's why they're at the top of that list.
Outside Harper. Pass to Castle. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Wembanyama has got 17 now, just in the second half. Celtics trail by 19. RJ, we have never seen a player like Victor Wembanyama. In your opinion, what's his potential?
Wemby has so much potential, it's scary. The number one thing that can stop him from being one of the greats of all times, in my opinion, is injury. After that, there is nothing that is stopping him from being one of the most dominant physical specimens we've ever seen.
And that one's good, Wembanyama.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Drains the three-pointer.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
And here is Harper. There's a minute 34 left here in the third quarter. Lets it go with the 3. MP grabs the miss. Wins got his 16th rebound on the night. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Harper.
Oh, crafty move there from MP to get to the foul line. The young man, fearless inside.
And the Spurs with some changes. Gobert, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Oberto comes in for Dawkins. And it's Vassell in for Harper. And stolen by Hamilton. Pass to Win. Down low, Sears. Gobert with the block.
Man, Gobert's reach is essentially inescapable. He can swat any attempt away in the paint. How about that? Flying high to send that one down. And you know what? When you've got the athleticism and explosion of a player like that, bigger guys are still at your mercy.
Brewer is checked in for San Antonio. Pass to Brewer. And they call an illegal screen here. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Boston. A terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know.
And you know, for the Celtics, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
And the rejection by MP. Out left to the wing. And stolen by Vassell. To the middle. Here's Castle. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And so it's San Antonio up by... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Only 1 quarter left in this year's NBA Cup tournament. 4th quarter getting going here. On the floor for Boston. Filling the perimeter slots, it'll be White and Tatum. Sohan is out there with MP. And it's Sears in at the point guard. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from White.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Well, the players are, of course, incentivized with prize money for this NBA Cup. But you can tell that trophy means a lot to them as well.
Absolutely. I mean, it may not be the championship, but it's still a championship. And these players are the ultimate competitors. They want to hoist that trophy and earn the bragging rights that come along with it.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Pass to Wembanyama. And he gets contact. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
Now, where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Castle. That one good for 2. And the Spurs lead by 12.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Right side, Ball. Here's Wembanyama. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 7 rebounds in the game. Bring it up for MP, a 3.
How about the confidence right there by young MP, just stepping right into that 3.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Here's Bryant, and Bryant throws it down.
I want to say that's great vision from Wemby, but he can see everything from that height, anticipating that the player was going to be there.
And they double up MP. Sears, Tatum with it, now guarded by Ball. And here's MP for 3. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 5 assists in the game. Outside, Ball. Right wing. Wembanyama outside. 6 on the shot clock. Rebound, Boston. Wynn's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Outside, Bryant. Spurs working the ball around now. Castle on the wing. A 3-pointer, no good. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Boston. Back to Sohan in the corner. Tatum with it. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Dawkins comes in for Devin Vassell. Harper, he's checked in for Castle. And it's Fox in for Lonzo Ball. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. He loves what the D has been able to accomplish, saying to his team, every turnover is a big success for us. Keep forcing those errors. Don't let them feel comfortable out there. So expect them to keep trying to be disruptive.
Thank you once again, Allie. Harper with the ball. Pass to Gobert. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Harper's got assist number 8 now on the night. NP passes to Murray. Murray gets the screen from Nguyen. They get it back. And got it! Another basket. That's 62 points. 62!
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Ryan with a screen for Fox. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. San Antonio making a switch here. Castle's checked in. Fox against Murray. Inside. Banked in off the glass. 6 points for Rudy Gobert.
And the big man from France, Gobert, a menace around the rim.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And the Spurs with some changes. Victor Wembanyama comes in for Rudy Gobert. And it's Bryant in for Stephon Castle. Murray kicks to MP. Pass to Brown. Down low. And they double up MP. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Tatum for 3. Rebound San Antonio. Here's Bryant. Wynn grabs the board. MP's. Murray against Fox. Murray dishes to MP. Back to Murray. Fires from deep. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
I like how Murray pushes the pace, pulling up for the shot right off the pass.
Pass to Dawkins. Over to the wing. Wembanyama down low. Covered by MP. Wembanyama gets the bucket.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Tatum finds MP. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
Murray against Fox. Wembanyama. Wembanyama. Too easy for the big man.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Now MP. Outside White. Here's MP. To tie it up. It's good.
Well, he might be young, but it's easy to see why they go to MP when they need a big-time bucket.
Now Fox. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
And they double up MP. Harper with the steal. He puts it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Tatum on the wing. Guarded by Fox. Rocket 6. Here's MP. And again.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
In big moments, you love MP's confidence. Just give him the ball.
Now Wembanyama. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Wahoo just got too aggressive. You've got to play smart. Got to it on the way down. And that's a big whistle.
Here's MP. And they double up MP. Now here's Tatum. Emphatic finish by Tatum.
And if anybody didn't know, Jason Tatum has that killer instinct just coming out in a big way.
Fox against Murray. Now Wembanyama. And he banks the layup in.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
MP outside. Outside, Wembanyama. Here's Fox. Wembanyama up high, down hard.
If Wemby wants to be one of the greats, this is where he will be judged. And what a big shot to add to his resume.
Now here's Tatum. Tatum gets a screen from the wing. White looking around. Now here's Tatum. Fox with the steal. And they go to the intentional foul. And now they decide to foul intentional.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ballgame.
Wow, how about the poise he showed there? Making this a 2-possession game.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're trailing by 4. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. That's off as well, so he misses both.
No time to waste on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
Wembanyama reels it in. And the foul called on MP. And so he's picked up his final foul. And they've done it. We have crowned our first champions of the...
MP, no point beating around the bush. This isn't the...
Approach was fine. We just need...
Kevin, back to you.
Great work as always, Jennifer. Thanks. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaFleur.